Hello guys, welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skyline Unlimited with me, Biffa. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you are keeping well. This is our school district that we were working on in the last episode, and things are going well. Is this building on fire? No, there's just some smoke coming out the old-fashioned chimney. Phew, that's okay. And I've made just a couple of little tweaks to this area. Some of you guys suggested a few things which I've put into practice. I've also downloaded a couple new mods that I was going to tell you about which have helped with setting this up. Things that may help you as well. So the Eyedropper Tool was a mod that I've been using here. So if you like a building, let's come out of this mode, you press T whilst hovering over something and I can now place that building wherever I like. There we go. And that will grow up there. You can delete it again if you wish afterwards. They will appear there eventually. Or they're not appearing there, I'll tell you why. Because we need this. There we go. If I put that there like that, let's delete whatever's going to be made. Let's eyedropper in. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Wrong key. Let's eyedropper that back in there. There we go. And we can add those in there as well. There we go. And they will build up in that area. Excellent. And another one. There's a path coming over there, isn't there? I think I must have had two buildings overlapping there by mistake. Anyway, you get the idea. Now, what was happening before was I was placing the buildings that I wanted, like these, along here, and then they were immediately getting abandoned and other things were springing up in their place, which was making it quite difficult. So there is a mod called the Building Abandonment mod, which will turn off building abandonment. So it's pretty simple, and it will stop buildings getting abandoned, because if we just actually have a look at our city, we're playing this strictly in sandbox mode, so we're not worrying about any problems or trying to play the game to make money or anything like that. We're going to make it look nice. We'll care for all the needs as normal. But at the moment we're not worrying about that. If I press Control Shift and P, yes, these are all the these are all the needs in my city. There's lots of them. But we'll turn that off and we don't have a care in the world. Yep, no one's going to leave because of those problems, which is fine because we're working in sort of creative mode. Yes, so the Building Abandonment mod, that is something you need if you want to stop people disappearing and the wrong buildings appearing in their place, which is good. I'm just wondering there. I'll leave that there for now, that's fine. I've also been putting a few little street lights around. Let's just have a look at this place in the dark. There we go. Oh, bit of a jump. Oh, actually what I need to do is de-zone this. There we go. So if we have a look around here, we've now got a few little lamps around and about the place. Just in the park. I'll probably go around and add a few more in. Some of the places are a little bit dark. There we go, look. Oh, that's so much better, isn't it? And they give a nicely light up the area. In fact, I really like those. We're definitely going to have some more around these areas, but I'll continue to work that off camera. Yeah, definitely need some more down here. Looking in the dark like this, it's much easier to see. But yes, I think that looks a lot nicer around the path at night. You don't mind walking around there at night when it's lit up like that. Nope, looks very good. Another mod you may spot here on the screen. Let's light this thing up again. There we go. When we go into our camera mode, we've got this mod here. Now this is called the Cinematic Camera mod to help you to make cinematic sweeps of your city. I mean, you can do it yourself. I'm sort of moving around like this, but it's pretty fast the way this moves. There's no way of doing it slowly, really, you know, in the standard camera modes that you have. But this one here, you can add camera modes in. So let's just start. Let's start here. So we'll add a camera mode. We want it to smooth in to the movement. Let's change the movement speed to 1. There we go. Let's pause the game. And then we can move along and add different camera points. So we have one there, and then say we're going to go around this road here. We'll add a second one. Let's have that to none. We'll speed up to speed 2 for this one. We'll come down the road here. We'll add a second one. Keep that to none. We'll then maybe swing around over here. I'm just doing this very roughly just to show you how it works. We'll then maybe zoom across the campus to here. There we go. Swing it around up over the bridge to here. Set that to none. And then maybe we'll come around this way and sort of zoom all the way out. There we go. So that's going to start off slow, go a bit faster, and then we want that to slow down going out. There we go. So now we can have a look at that. You can have that go a lot slower if you want to as well, and you can obviously line up your camera better than I did. But there you go. Just to give you an idea, you can do some cinematic modes. Let's just delete all of those. Excellent. I quite like that one. And I think that's all the other mods I've added. I've added a load of new assets because today... So that's what I've been doing over there. I'll continue to work on that. But today I really want to work on my industrial area over here. And to set up some sort of building construction site. That's what I'm looking to do. Let's have a look over here. And I've added some nice construction assets. Let's type in construction. Have a quick sip of tea. Here we go. Let's just put a few of these down just so we can see what we've got to work with. There we go. I like these ones. Nice looking sort of construction storage sites. There we go. It's like buildings are just going up. And I've also added in all sorts of cranes. Let's have a look. Here we go. All sorts of cranes. These are props that we can add anywhere. That looks like it's the same one. That's a slightly different one. We've got some diggers and rollers and all sorts of things. If I can remember the names of them. Roller. That's more like a roller coaster. There we go. So lots of different things that we can add in. Then we can also have some industrial buildings around here. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to work out some road layout plans just for maybe a little bit of this area here. And then we'll get stuck into making it look nice. Right, I'd like this sort of inner section here to look like it is a construction site. So let's see if we can start laying some stuff out here. Oh, and I found all the other things I was looking for as well. Under the beautification mod tab, industrial. Here we go. Rollers, diggers, lifters, all sorts of things there. Very nice, very nice. So let's take... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I did before. Let's just set out a little bit of road over here out the way. Then we'll put these items up against the side of them so we can see what they look like. There we go. And we can pick the one that we want. So let's have a look. I like that one. I very much like this one. So let's take that. We'll use the eyedropper mod. And we are going to have... two of those, whoops, at the end there. There we go. Are they slightly different as well? No, they're not. They just spun them around. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's good. So it doesn't look like it's exactly the same because it spun them around like that. Very good. And then next to that, I'd like a couple of these. So it looks like we've got some new sites being built. Let's have a look. That doesn't look too much. No, that looks fine. And then what else have we got here? This is like a storage one, isn't it? So we can have some of those. Let's just move those up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Leave us a little gap in the middle there to do some stuff. I may even delete a couple of those. And then finally we've got this one here. Let's see. If we had a couple of those at the end there... Yeah, it doesn't look too bad where they need to work. Good, good. And then we can add some detail down here. Let's see what we've got. Let's look for some sand rather than gravel over that section. Okay, it's going to be called gravel then. Gravel. We can sort of put a nice gravel area down here. 4x4. What have we got? 3x3. Let's go by 2s or go by 1. It might be easier, and fill this all in. Just while I'm doing this, another little mod that I've added that's really helpful for placing things is normally you're trying to line these up by holding right click and moving these things around, and you can't always get it lined up right, and sometimes when you're right clicking and dragging you're moving it right off the screen and it's really annoying. But let's just line this up incorrectly. So if you're struggling to line this up, another mod I've added, and I will do my mod list for this episode. I'll get it in the description, I promise, as soon as this one's finished. But if you look closely now, I'm keeping it in place, but I'm twisting it around by using my arrow keys, or we can hold shift. Is it shift? No, control, and it'll just go a bit quicker to help you line things up. There we go. Excellent. And that makes it much, much easier to get things lined up. There we go. I think that looks much better as a building site. And I like the way the sand sort of leaves these little gaps here in the middle. So it doesn't look like it's a particularly uniform mess that they're making. So, you know, that would make more sense, wouldn't it, on a building site? So let's see about adding some of these little props in here. Let's just pick a little section here. This little bit here with these two building plots that we have, and we can start getting some of these. Let's have a look how that's going to affect. Yeah, let's put prop and tree anarchy on. Actually, I'm just wondering, just out of interest, with the anarchy on, if I place these, yeah, it would stop the little gaps appearing. Okay, that's interesting. So let's get some of these diggers and things in here. So we've got like a cement. This is where they would come and get their cement from. So let's put that over here. We'll have like a few of these lined up. Let's do a few in a row. I don't know what this weird music is on Cities Skyline. It's like eerie and weird. Let's see if we can just change that. Let's have a look. Audio. If I mute that and restart it again, maybe we'll get slightly different type of music. Okay, so we've got our diggers there. Let's see if we can add in. So we want to try and make these sites both look a bit different. So let's add in a couple of these that are working here. And then, I don't know what these things are. You see these a lot on building sites. Again, I'm assuming they've got sort of sand and different items like that inside. So maybe we'll add a couple of these in here as well. Do you know what we're going to do? I'm going to turn that weird music off altogether. And I'll put my own music in instead. I think that would be better. What else do we have here? What's this? A drilling rig. Now that would be interesting. Let's add one of those in. So they're drilling the piles for the house. In fact, we could even line that up and make it look like they're just finishing off the last of these piles. How about that? There we go. Perfect. That is fantastic. I like the way that looks. Okay, how do you think that's looking there? So we've got a little drop-off point here for... oh my goodness me, what are these things called? Totally having a blank. There we go, cargo containers. We have the crane here that will be lifting these around the site. Then we've got all sorts of work going on here with the diggers, the trucks that are arriving, dropping things off. We've got our concrete silos and things like that. This is like a storage area for the guys. He's just finishing off and working that there. I'm just wondering whether... if we do get a few industrial buildings built up around here, there may be some. Let's stick some industrial over here that we can sort of nick and stick in this area that look particularly nice. Let's let the game run. Using our eyedropper tool, we'll just see who appears over here. Then maybe some of those will be useful for this area. But I think this is particularly looking nice. What's this we've got coming in here? We've got some like... oh, I see. We've got like a burner with some fire or something in the corner. That looks good. I like that. And a very nice tool down here. When you use the beautification, if you come to the industrial section, you get this one here. It's like the random industrial prop tool. Excellent for filling up little gaps. Let's have a look. This little section here looks like it'd be somewhere where guys have just dropped some junk. And you just like chuck a load of stuff down and it randomly gives you some items. There we go. Sort of fill up an area. I think that's quite handy, isn't it? Excellent. Right, let's see what sort of buildings are we getting appearing here that we could possibly steal to put over the other side. Okay, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Cargo container type buildings. So let's just brighten things up a bit and see what we're doing. So I wanted some of those. There we go. Sort of lined up. I'm going to have this looking like it's the area where they drop all the cargo containers off. And this one next to it as well. I like that one. Let's stick that one there. That's sort of like the office. There we go. Let's resume the game. They should appear in there. Excellent. Oh, and they've disappeared. Ah, it's because I didn't set the zoning. Let me do that. Right, so I've sort of expanded this area out a little bit. We've got like the yard over here where items are dropped off and picked up. And there's some rubbish down here that's being cleared up by the little mini loaders and that sort of thing. And then this stuff is transported around the building site for all the builders to work on. Then we've got this section here, which is sort of some footings for some more buildings, sort of roughly marked out with these. I've no idea what these are called, having never worked on a building site to make buildings. These probably got some sort of special name. Then we've got some random junk just piled around here. And I think just adding and placing these little props makes the world of difference. For some reason, some of these guys are coming to work in their sports cars, their futuristic sports cars. How they're earning enough to buy those, I don't know, but there we go. And then just putting anything with containers along the front here has really helped sort of add to the fact that this is a building site. I may add just a few more along here. I think that would be a good idea. Let's just pause the game. Let's zone just up to there. And let's just, let's pause it so nothing gets built in. And let's see what have we got here with shipping containers. Let's have one of, hang on, where are those shipping containers coming from? It's like I've got the front half but not the back half. Okay, well let's place it down and see what happens. We should get all of that. Yep, there we go. We'll let that one build. Actually, that one next to it as well, and the one after. Where did that one get placed? I think that one was there. Let's just unpause for a sec. Yeah, I think we can see those two spots. And then we'll take that, I think, up to the end. Oh, we can fit one more in. Okay, let's have a look. There they go. And that should be the ones that we picked, hopefully. Let's just take that zone out of here. Now that's odd because those two are exactly the same buildings that I've taken from over here, but it hasn't put the back parts on, which is very weird. I don't know why it's done that. Maybe it's the size of the plot that I've allowed for it. No, you see we've got the space there as well. Oh well. Anyway, that fits in nicely there, just sort of adds to that area. And then what we could actually do in here is just add a few more trucks, I think, just to make it look like there's stuff going on. These guys are about to head out somewhere to do some work. Where's the roller? There we go, that's the one I'm looking for. Maybe a couple of these about to head out onto the road. And a truck. Yep, he's facing this way. Let's have them coming from up here. Shame we haven't got any different colours of those at the moment. We'll try and get some more of those. There we go. Looks like they're heading off to do something. I'm really liking the way this looks. I do like this. Well, I just thought we'd come back and take a quick look at our school area over here. We're actually now getting lights in here, which we weren't getting before, which is nice. And also, I've done a bit of work putting some of these nice lamps around the park, and I think that looks much better. Things are lit up really well. I think that's looking really, really nice now. There we go. Take a quick look around. Oh, it's just a little bit dark over here. Let us add another lamp in. Let's add one in over here. And we'll do one at the front as well. Let's get that facing the right way. One just there. Can we squeeze one in the middle here? Let's put it by the tree so it's not too much shining in the windows. There we go. The inside here does look a bit dark, doesn't it? Shame I can't. Can I put... Oh, I can put one in here, but this is like... I don't know. Is he like an inside of a school building? Maybe there's some other sort of lamp we could put in here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's take a second. We've got all sorts of different lights and lamps and things. Blue floodlights? No, that would seem a bit weird. A light column. Not really so much light coming from that. A ground light. No. Orange floodlight. Now that's interesting actually. Now which way is that turning? Orange wall mounted floodlight. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put in here. Just something that's not too... Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Not too bright, but just enough. There we go. Lighting makes all the difference in the world. There we go. And I'm thinking the park is looking really nice now with this extra little bit of light around the place. Doesn't look too dark and foreboding. Very good. Right, let's go and take a look. A final look. Here we go. Over at our new construction site that we've been working on. And I'm really pleased with this. I think this looks really nice. I do like it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this area. Anything you reckon I could add to it? I mean, it's one of those things. There's so many different bits and pieces that you could add in here. I probably am going to expand this and work on it a bit more because I'm liking this so much. I have no idea where these super duper cars are coming from. Look at these. A plasma Naga. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's follow this guy in his plasma Naga. There we go, and we'll take a look around here. And guys, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like as well before you leave. And if you're new to my channel... Ah, there we go. He's parked up and gone to work. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. And thank you for your continued support on my Cities Skyline Unlimited series. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.